Today is the 1st of November 2025, but in the UK it's probably still the 31st, so it's just the day after Halloween. I just got woken up out my sleep. I didn't get woken up out my sleep. I woke up out my sleep laughing. Laughing. I'm laughing, I'm bossing a joke, laughing. And I'm laughing because I'm talking to myself in my head as well as I'm dreaming consciously. I don't know if anybody has come across this before, where you're sleeping, but you're not sleeping. You're awake in your consciousness. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake in my sleep, but actually I'm in the realm of sleep, but I'm awake. I don't really have all the words for it because I'm still trying to figure this shit out. But basically, what's just happened, yeah. I've woke up laughing and I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I'm on the floor giggling with some cousins. I don't know which house we're in, as in which of the family houses, or if it's now. But I'm this age, laughing on the floor with these people. But anyway, before laughing on the floor with these people, I don't know if I was telling these people about what happened. It's like there's layers. It's like a consciousness layer. So let's go back to the beginning. So the first thing I can remember is being in bed with my mum. I haven't chatted to my mum for years, but I'm lying in the bed with her. She's on this side of the bed, I'm on this side of the bed. And she's explaining to me that she's going to have to talk to them people next door, which is Auntie Pauline and Tasha that live next door in I don't know if this is a compound, a flat, whatever, but they live next door. And my mum's explaining to me that she's going to have a conversation with them because there's certain things going on with her rent where they're upping the rent, which means she's going to have to up Pauline's rent. Does that make sense? Because of the inflation situation. So I've said, all right then, go and have the conversation with them. I'm not going outside to have the conversation. She wasn't expecting me to. So, but my mum has got off the bed to go outside and knock Pauline's door to have the conversation. But instead of Pauline coming out the house, it's Tasha coming out the house. Tasha, my Fury, my auntie's daughter. And she's come out the house, and I know it's her because while I'm in my mum's house, which I don't know how I'm in the bedroom, but I'm right by the front door type of thing. It's like the bed's right by the front door, bed's by the door. So I can hear the conversation that my mum's having outside with Tasha. But the conversation that my mum just had with me about the rent going up and her having to explain to Auntie Pauline and him is not the conversation she's having outside with Natasha. So all of a sudden, I hear Natasha say, so what? You just brought me out here to just start an argument with me. And I hear Janet say, yeah. So I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on out there? Because them two have caught up in the past. My mum don't like Tasha, and Tasha knows my mum don't like her. Because Tasha's come to me and told me that my mum don't like her. And I've gone, what are you talking about? And she said, nah, Jano, your mum don't like me and she don't like my pitney. So when I asked my mum, what's happened? This is in real life though, this bit. What's happened? Tasha's saying that you don't like her. My mum turned around and said, I can't stand her. Or her pitney. And I thought, Bumperclot, okay. So Tasha's not telling no lie what she picked up. Well, it's not even what she picked up. My mum is very direct. She does not mince her words. So anyway, I can hear my mum sticking it on Tasha. And then when Tasha's asked her, so what, you just brought me out here to basically cuss me down. And my mum's gone, yeah. I've jumped off the bed like I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? This is not the conversation she just had with me. So I've gone outside. I said, hang on a minute, Janet. Not mum, Janet. What's going on here? What do you mean you've come out here to pass with Tasha? That is not the conversation that you've just had with me in the house. Do you understand me? So I'm sorry, Tasha, let me just explain what Janet said to me. She says to me that the council and them are putting up her rent. So because her rent's going up and you guys are renting space or however this agreement's going, she's going to have to put the rent up too, innit? It's not an intentional or a malish thing. It's just a situational thing. So that's the conversation my mum just had with me. So I don't know how it's gone from her coming out here to explain the situation to her telling you that she's come out here just to fuck with you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, say, that's that scene. So now I'm in a scene where I think Tasha's on the floor with me. It's like we're in a living room and there's bare of us, which would be normal when it's family time anyway, cousins and everybody at the yard or whatever. But there's like me, Tasha, somebody else on the floor. So there's three of us. 2 people on the settee, another 3 people on the other 3-seater recliner. And but I feel like I know the house. I feel like I've been in this house that I'm in for some reason, the layout of it anyway. Anyway, we're on the floor and we're laughing. And we're laughing because I'm explaining to the people there. I feel like I'm explaining to the people there what happened between Janet and Tasha. But we're laughing about it. Do you understand me? Because everybody in the family knows how my mum stays. You have to just take her with a pinch of salt sometimes because she's fucking... There isn't diagnosed mental health, but clearly there's mental health there. So you have to take her with a pinch of salt, or, it's like don't know who to frighten, and it. Like, if you allow her to deal with you in a particular way, she would deal with you in a particular way. So for me, I would just tell it about its bumper clot and it would step back. I don't play no games and I don't mince no words. You understand me? But not everybody's going to do that with her because she's quite huggish and she's quite beast-like. You get what I'm trying to say? But I'm not scared of monsters. So anyway, we're on the floor giggling, and the thing is, I'm explaining the story to them, but the way I'm explaining the story, it's funny. And these guys are creasing, they're cracking up, when you're laughing and you can't breathe. And then somebody says another word and it just kicks you off again. Or you're in the laugh, but now somebody said something that's bring the laugh even higher to the point where you can't even catch your blood clot breath. So that's how them guys are going on the floor. And then consciously, I've caught myself in the joke and started laughing at the joke to the point where I'm now on the floor, stiff up, can't move, holding Tasha's or whoever the person's hands next to me to make sure that nobody else don't touch you. I don't know what it is. The feeling was, don't touch us while we're laughing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and the body was so stiff in pain because I've been laughing for longer than I had. But the way my body was hurting, I can only imagine how their body was hurting with the pain of laughter. You ever laugh till I have. I've laughed till I've cried, and I've said to the person, like, literally, don't say another fucking word. Jason Warner had me in my bedroom in bits to the point where I had to cuss him out and tell him to shut his fucking mouth, because literally, physically, I could not take the laughter no more, man. I'd gone past crying. It's like I was spasming at this point. So them bitches are spasming on the floor. I've caught myself consciously telling the fucking joke, or telling jokes. And again, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just explaining the situation. Still laughing now, So I'm stiffing up, laughing on the floor, going on like a fucking nutcase. And then when I've heard the joke, because I've managed, as I'm in the joke laughing, I've said something else or something has been said. So it's brought the laughing even higher. So because I'm laughing so hard, I'm busting laughing in real, like right now in this room where I am. Yeah? I'm laughing in the fucking bed, and that's what's woke me up. Laughing. When I say woke me up, as in I've come to understand that I'm here in this bed laughing at everything that's going on in my fucking head. So as I realized that I'm laughing, I'm trying to calm myself down. So my eyes are still closed at this time. And I'm trying to, I've woke up though, because I was laughing out loud, literally laughing out loud. And I'm trying to calm myself down because my physical body is still going through the spasm it was going through while I was dreaming. Yeah. And I'm trying to calm myself down. And as I'm calming myself down, I'm seeing all these wells, these little well patterns behind my eyes. And what they actually look like when I studied them, because I was thinking, what the fuck is that? It just looked like loads of bubbles at first, but then these bubbles were lines, and then they look like, when you see them old-fashioned cartoon magnets that are bent round like a horseshoe. But imagine that with a cigarette and the butt being brown, but the two ends having brown butts, and then you've just got the white kind of hoop over in the middle. But it's like a U shape or a horseshoe shape. So I'm watching these little shapes of cigarettes go from U's to long to whatever. So we've gone past this bubble looking to now I can actually make out what it is that I'm looking at. And they're flashing. It's like they're there, then they disappear, and another one appears, and then that disappears, another one. But there's loads of them, like literally the perimeter of my eyesight when my eyes are shut of what I'm looking at behind my eyelids are all covered with these little patterns that are moving around. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, here we go then. I'm obviously going on another galaxy trip or some type of portal trip. Because the last time this happened to me, back around the 19th of October, when I was in Gainsbourg, the patterns and everything was coming like Mr. Strange, where it's some like orange, red electric swirls. Next thing you know, I'm on a roller coaster. Well, I'm on a roller coaster first. Then all these sparks come. Then the sparks turn into whatever. The roller coaster's going fast, fast, fast. My heart's going up and down, up and down. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I'm actually on the fucking roller coaster. So I'm actually feeling everything that you would feel on a fucking roller coaster. Then I'm like, ancestors, what the fuck is going on here? How can I be in my mind's eye and be feeling all of this physical like I'm fucking there? So I'm consciously having this conversation in my sleep while being on this fucking roller coaster. And they're saying to me, we're going through a fucking portal. Like I'm going a galaxy jumping basically. So as it starts to get faster, boom, blackout. I don't remember anything after that point. Do you understand where I'm coming from? It's like I've gone somewhere or whatever. So when it was just happening now, and I can see all these crazy cartoon fucking cigarettes doing backflips and all kinds of shit, or it, whatever they are, I'm thinking the same thing. All right, this is one of them fucking here we go trips kind of thing. But as I'm thinking that, somebody from Jamaica is ringing me to bomb a clock. Hold on there. What you saying, Anna Letter? Are you guys okay? I'm so sorry I didn't call you back the other day, babe. I'm so sorry. I'm glad to hear that you're alive and well, though.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, man. And what about the family? What about the family?
They're doing okay.
Okay, good.
Some lost their house, but they're still alive.
Wow. Well, that's the main thing, to be fair, because everything can build again, innit? Wow.
Yeah.
What about the hotel?
They're doing okay.
Did the hotel get any damage?
I don't go back to work since.
You're joking?
Yeah.
Is that because of family and everything, though?
I don't know what's going on down there. I don't go back to work since the storm.
Womack?
I don't know. I just don't feel to go.
Wow.
Yes, I was going today. I was preparing to go today, but I have an emergency, so
Yeah.
I don't.
Wow, that's how you feel?
Don't worry. Yeah, I was preparing to go to work today, but I have an emergency.
Yeah. So is it just circumstances why you haven't gone in, or you've been feeling away about it? I said, is it circumstances why you didn't go in, or you've been feeling away about the work?
No, circumstances.
Okay. Well, you had a lot on it because you've had funeral and everything. I said you've had a lot on. You've had funeral and all kinds of stuff going on the last time I spoke to you.
No, we don't plan the funeral as yet.
Oh, it was just 9 nights.
I think the funeral will be in December.
Okay. Wow.
The finish should be in December.
Okay. Fair play.
Is today your birthday?
Yesterday, the 30th. How did you know that? How did you know that?
I thought I almost forget because
Wow.
of the storm.
Oh, that's so lovely of you.
Actually, I'm in Montego Bay now.
Okay.
We don't have any service, no internet service, no phone service. This is where I get some service. I don't have any service after the storm.
Oh.
Yeah, on the way up, you can see people lying on the road trying to get service.
Oh my God. So what, then the storms took down all the lines?
Yeah.
Wow. So what's the government and that saying about putting everything back together again? How long is it going to take?
It's going to take a time. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, man.
The poles are down. There's no electricity.
Wow. In what parts of Jamaica is that now? All over, or certain parts got hit worse?
All over Jamaica. It's all over Jamaica that happened.
Did anybody die?
Yes. All the people died.
Really?
Died out. Yeah.
You know, because I did see on the
Yeah.
news, you know, that a lot of people wasn't taking it as serious as what the government was saying it was going to be.
Don't hear that.
I said I was watching the news on Jamaica, and they were recording people about how people aren't taking it as serious, considering it's a category 5. People aren't taking it seriously, like they're not boarding up their house. People still outside selling vegetables and fruit. That time the wind's picking up, you know. So you know, is it that people didn't expect it to be as bad as it was?
I think so. People just taking it too light, but I
Yeah.
take it very serious.
Yeah.
They are taking it too light
Yeah.
because actually I prepared very well.
Good. Good.
But when the storm was going on, I was sitting on my veranda watching it,
Yes.
cooking and eating and drink.
Yes.
Yeah, watching my neighbor's house lit up.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was prepared. So if anything get worse, I'm heading right to my bathroom.
Yes. So what was your neighbours and them doing while the house was lifting up?
Yeah, there's no one was in the house.
Oh.
They were sitting there.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
but I don't leave my house.
No.
I didn't leave my house.
No. I'm glad to know that
But
you
nothing
guys
wrong
are
with my
good.
house.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with my house.
Good. Well, you look well. Yeah, man, you look well. You look good in your face.
Rajan, come here. Come here, baby. Come say hi. Come say hi, no, Papa. Come.
This is your little grandson. Hello. That your granddaughter?
Hello, hi, Gran. Come. Son, my grandson.
He's pretty, man.
Rajan. Raj. And I said hi. Okay, Papa. I think I'm going back to work tomorrow, but tomorrow.
You just see how it goes, innit? What was your emergency? Was it serious?
Yes. I'm not hearing him.
I said, was the emergency serious? Can you hear me?
No. The internet chipping out, so I go ahead now.
I said, was the emergency serious? Do you have to go in tomorrow?
I sit down yesterday and I feel my breast and I feel a lump in my breast.
Oh, babes.
Yeah. So I went to the doctor just now
Yeah.
and I come to do an ultrasound, but I have to come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, to do another test or to do the same test?
Huh?
To do a second test or the first test? Reception's bad. So if you can understand me, my mind, I said that this girl's gonna come on me because she wants my money. So we're gonna see how this come on for subation go to see if it's a my money thing, because we know these are bustlers already. It's come off. I can say in English now. It's 1:44 in England. It's and it's 6 o'clock here, I think. Anyway, let me finish my conversation because why? So anyway, I'm busting up a laugh. Then all these wiggly cigarette, whatever's going on. So I'm looking at these wiggly things, thinking, fucking hell, is this gonna be another fucking portal situation where I've gone off with the fairies or with the ancestors or whatever? And as I'm thinking that, I kind of, I can't even remember. This is a good reason why I fucking wake up and try and record when I have a dream or write it down. The joke is, the woman, I was listening to a tarot reading prior to going to sleep, and the woman was like, you know what, your dreams are going to start getting weird, make sure you got a notepad by the bed. And I've been dreaming weird since September. I've dreamt weird all my life, but these are different types of dreams. My dream has changed. So in September the 6th, the night of September the 6th, I dreamt my nan. And my nan was in a red satin silk set on her bed. And her face was young. And she's talking to me and the same cousin Natasha. This little fucking bitch Natasha, I will fuck your blood clot up. You know that already, little girl. Don't fuck yourself, Freckles. Because you're appearing one too many blood clot times for me. Yeah? Keep your blood clot self because you're done for. But this girl Natasha was at the end of the bed. One white man was up at the top of the bed by me and he was in the way of me and my nan. And my nan is talking to me about something, but the thing she's talking to me about, I'm like, Nanny, what you on about? But I can't remember out my head, but because I've written it down, I can recall it because I wrote it down as soon as I woke up in the morning because I had my notepad and pen near me. And then the next day, my nan died. Literally, she died on the 7th of September. You understand me? So whatever she was trying to explain to me in the dream, even though it don't make no sense or connected to death per se, something in a something. You get what I'm saying? Then I'm telling you that I had that experience on the 19th of October. And then today is technically where I am because I'm not in the UK. Today is the 1st of November. But this dream that I just had was so real. Not only was it real as in the characters, the scenery, the bed sheets coming out the door, getting on the floor, chatting to Janet and Tasha, being on the floor in the living room, laughing with people. Like, it's real, like I'm there dimensionally. I am physically there. And I'm also physically here because I'm laughing and jiggling on the bed. And when I say laughing, people, I'm talking, I woke up in hysterics, like I was still, like, even when I was talking to you a minute ago, I'm still laughing, like the joke was funny. The feeling of my body juking up and down, laughing, the tenseness of my body, like I felt it all, like I was there, but I was here living it as well as there living it. It's a mind fuck. And I'm just saying, like, I'm having these overlapping conscious. No, I had a dream, another dream. So the 19th, around the 19th, I was in Gainsbourg and I dreamt the roller coaster. I had the roller coaster experience. But before the 19th of October, I'm going to say it was before. I don't want to tell no lie though. But in October, I had another dream where I was walking around this house with this person. Anyway, I've gone downstairs and the person has disappeared. And when I've gone into the living room downstairs, it's fucking my ex-husband in there. You understand me? He's chatting some shit to me. And I've took a seat on the settee because I'm just observing. I'm observing myself in the dream and I'm observing him in the dream. And I'm observing everybody else in the dream. It's like I'm the observer now. I'm in this observer position. I'm observing my mind. I'm observing my consciousness. I'm observing my behavior. I'm observing my nervous system. So even though that's my behavior and my position in the reality, well, in the fake 3D, it's also become my reality in the 5D clearly. So I'm observing this pussy hole. You understand me? Talking fucking shit to me. He then sits on the settee next to me, but a little gap between us. He turns his body around, flicks his legs up on the arm of the settee, and lays his head back on my lap. Imagine me and this blood clot don't chat, and haven't chat for a minute. He's laid his head back on my lap, and he's turned around and he's flapped his arms up and he's gone, I'm bankrupt. He's bankrupt. And consciously in my head, I'm saying, what the fuck you telling me for, you fucking pussy hole? But because I'm just observing the situation, I'm not saying nothing. I just want to listen to hear what the message is in this fucking dream. You understand where I'm coming from? So he's carried on chatting some shit. Again, I've written this all down. But basically, it's to tell me that he's fucking bankrupt and he needs my help. Pussy, oh, you're gonna burn up. You're gonna burn before I spit upon you. You understand where I'm coming from? Because you're dead to me already. I told you already. You don't exist, bab. You're in this 3D reality and every other blood clot reality. Therefore, thereafter, and so said, you are dead. And I don't chat to them type of dead people. You understand where I'm coming from? Because he's not just dead in this dimension. He's dead in every blood clot dimension. He's dead in every lifetime. He don't exist no more. He don't exist no more. So anytime I entertain a thought or whatever of him, I have to just clear that energy. Because that's him trying to come back. Because if I think about him, it's like I have the power to resurrect that blood clot. And I already called judgment. Judgment got called on him in 2022 when I woke up in my astral body as a judge, you know, in the fucking heavens or the celestial plane with a fucking gamal in my left hand banging down. And it's like say I'm using my eyes for the first time and I'm trying to see where I go on, where am I? And I see that I'm in this condesium, you know. I'm big, you know. I'm in my celestial body, so I'm a fucking giant. And we're in this condesium that goes all the way around. And before I realize I'm in a condesium, I'm looking down trying to make out what the fuck is that in front of me. And when I look, it's the pussy old ex-husband in chains in the middle of the fucking condesium. And I've got a fucking mallet in my hand. And I'm like, you blood clot. The anger, the energy that roared out of my blood clot mouth towards this motherfucker that can't move is locked in, blood. He's locked in. He can't fucking move. I'm just banging down on the blood clot. Gamma, man. You're fucking sentenced, blood. The Almighty has made me fucking judge and executor of your bomber clot. There's no fucking escape. And they showed me that before I even had that blood clot vision, because Spirit is reminding me that, you see, going from 2021 into 2022, they made me with like 52 blood clot candles on my fucking altar. And my second born son helped me put words on the 52. There was 52 words, as in a word. So 2 would be a word, holy would be a word. You know, like whatever the word is, it's an individual word. And we stuck all, he sat down because I ripped them all out and cut them up. And he sat down there and stuck them to all the candles for me. And in the end of them, there were 52. And I lined up the 52 candles in 3 rows on my altar. And I had handcrafted a wand, meaning they took me into the woods, found the one piece of fucking wood, you know. When I say the branch was like a meter and a half long. It couldn't even fit in my Land Rover. You know, one of them ones, like I'm having to put the back seats down, push the twig over the front seat, and then shut down the boot type of thing. This is how long this fucking branch thing is. And I went to drive past it and Spirit was like, no, go back. And I was like, look how big it is. I can't even get in the car. They was like, pick it up and pull it in the fucking car. Try no. Today is 2000. That was in 2021, 2022. Today is 2025. I just made my first shaman drum. I birthed my first drum. And the handle of the drum is the same fucking wood. The same branch, yeah? The same piece of it from that same blood clot branch. I've still got pieces of it. You told me to chop it up into different sizes. It's going to be useful. Anyway, one of the twigs off this branch, because when you start to cut into it, it smells so sweet, like a cherry tree. And I've took off the little thin branch, so the branch is about this width of my finger. This is back in 2022, early 22, and they've made me make a wand. I've got all these sores and all kinds of fucking shit, man. Spirit's got me on it, blood, but I'm going through my shamanic birthright training. You understand me? And I've made this wand. So anyway, on this particular night, when they've got me writing up these 52 candles, they've told me to take the wand off my altar and light my wand. Light my wand, you know. And I did. So I'm burning this piece of wood. And it's the one that I've lit that has lit every 52 candle one by one. Each candle had to be lit. with the bomber clout one. The one was a little nub by the time I fucking finished with it. I ended up having to make myself an other wand. But the one was almost one long. The one was probably about a ruler size, and by the time I finished it, I had less than 10 centimeters of this one because it was just burning down. It took so fucking long to light these fucking candles. I can't lie. It's like some of the candles didn't want to light. Anyway, you see them last candles there, because there was 3 lines in it. So the first line went from the top of the altar to the bottom of the altar. The second line went from the top of the altar to the bottom of the altar. And this is a double chest of drawer altar. So it's like 2 chest of drawers next to each other, but it's 1 chest of drawer really. So it's a nice smooth flat surface, and I got my cloth over it. So the length of 2 chest of drawers, that's where the first candle row has gone. Then the second candle row has done it, and then the third row has gone halfway. So as the third row has reached halfway, there's a picture on my altar of my 2 sons. My 2 sons and me in a gold frame, at 8x10 picture frame. And this, all these candles are lit, yeah? And they've told me to pay attention as the candles go out. There's no window open, there's no door open. They've been very, very specific. So when a candle goes out for a reason, because nobody hasn't blown out or troubled this candle. And they told me to write down the words as the candles were going out. And as the candles were going out and I'm writing down the words on the candle, it's making a whole new fucking story, a whole new sentence. So anyway, this candle that is in front of the fucking Pitney-Dem's picture, going on with itself, you know. It's flicking this way, it's flicking that way, it's going up in the air, it's going small, it's going that way. So as I'm studying this fucking candle, this candle looks like a blood clot, man. Because the candle is going up in the middle, making it look like there's 2 legs on the camera. And then sometimes the candle's going up at the top, making it look like the man's got 2 hands. And then sometimes he's putting his hands together like he's pleading, please, no. Then he's going down on his knees, so there's no more gap in the middle of the candle. It just looks like the knees have gone on the floor and he's looking up to God praying. Then you can see him, then it looks like the 2 hands are pulling on a chain on the foot. You understand? Trying to free himself. This candle looks like a fucking man. You understand me? Begging, in chains, trying to free himself. The candle's going on fucking wild. I've recorded it, you know. I've got so much fucking recordings. I've had to put shit on laptops and then memory fucking hard drives and all kinds of shit. But when I find this fucking this candle burning video, I definitely will show it. But this fucking candle looks like a fucking man, begging and fucking screaming, pleading, hands together, praying, or hands in the air, screaming like this, then praying again, then yanking at chains, then on the knees, then up in the air. Like, if you ever seen how this candle was going on. But not only is the candle fucking going on like that, this candle then starts to lean into this fucking picture. Spirit saying to me, no, 2 different candles. So you've got the candle where my man's begging, and then you've got the candle that was on the finger. They're not the same candles, I beg your pardon. This liquid, the 52 candles that I lit were 52 tea-light candles. And it's this last candle, like the candle 52, that's in front of the children's pictures. But that man candle is significant, they're telling me, don't get it twisted. But this candle in front of the kids, yeah, it started to fucking melt the fucking glass on the picture frame. It's not, the picture frame, the glass in the picture frame is not made from plastic. I don't know how hot glass has to get before it starts to bubble up, yeah? But you can see the glass on this picture bubble up, and Spirit's telling me to pay attention because that candle is weighing, yeah? The candle is the ex-husband, and they're showing me what will happen if I bring this blood clot man back in my life, that his intentions are to destroy my 2 kings, my 2 eldest boys. You understand me? He's terrified of them. He's a coward. He's a pussy hole. But spiritually, there's a lot of fucking work in the background like he's a gangster. You're not no gangster pussy hole. You understand? So the fucking glass on the picture frame is bubbling and turning brown as this fucking candle is trying to burn my fucking children. And I'm like, yo, do I need to get up and blow out this fucking candle so the fucking thing don't set alight? But also that the boys' pictures aren't fucking harmed. And Spirit said, no, you don't need to do nothing. You just need to watch and observe. And I sat there watching, observe this fucking candle trying to do its best to fucking melt down this fucking glass in the picture to burn my boys. That's what Spirit said this man wants to do. He wants to burn my boys. Your blood clot. This man can't never come back into my blood clot life. You mad? So imagine now the reason why they've brought me to that image of the candle man thing that was praying and pleading and all them fucking things going on is because that's what's going on right now. My man's lineage, everybody associated with him, everybody fucking connected to him. They're telling me just focus on him right now. Hell's too good. Hell's too good, man. The Almighty said this pussy he can't go to hell. There is gonna be no hell. There is gonna be no hell. Again, back in 2022, I was having some fucking mad ascension download visions while I'm in the bath. I mean, I can't even go into the whole thing, but one of the situations I can tell you about is as I got lifted up out the bath, not my whole body, just my top half of the body, like to sit up in the bath, but it wasn't me sitting myself up. My body was just moving by itself, and I was shooting a blood clot gun. I had a gun in my hand, yeah, and I'm coming up from the bath like this, up to the bathtub, so I can just see the side of the bath in it because I'm more or less underwater, not breathing, not holding my breath, basically underwater. And then when they're ready, they're taking me out the water, and they took out the water. They told me I can see through the bathtub in my mind's eye, and through the mind's eye I can see like a red mist, like what you would, so when the movies describe Mars to look like. This is how they're encrypting hell to me, or whatever this fucking dimension is. And the floor is like a brown red, and then the sky is like a red, yeah, and then you've got a red fog in the air, and all I can see is all of my family in the first row. I'm talking from my nan and granddad's children. I can see Pauline and her pitting them. I can see Bev and her pitting them. I can see Janet, her pitting them. Leslie and them, her pitting them. My mother-in-law's other partners, like my other children's dad and their family. So it's like these 5 fucking families around me, if not more, yeah, are all lined up. They're all in crowded bunch, but behind them, there's like a whole fucking trillion of blood clot entities, whatever, silhouettes behind them. And I've come up off the back, come back round. I'm a fucking shooter, blood. Don't get it twisted, blood. I ain't miss one blood clot fucking entity. And I'm just trigger. The fingers just go dropping. They're making me know that when I'm shooting, I'm not just shooting for today, blood. I'm shooting down lifetimes, like every single fucking lifetime, every fucking single fucking frequency, reality in existence you're fucking erased from. You see, when I took my finger off the fucking trigger, there was nothing there apart from the red ground, the red sky, and the red fucking mist for as far as the eye could fucking see. And there was bodies as far as the eye could see. Yeah? There was bodies as far as the eye could see. And when I done, not one fucking thing was left. You understand where I'm coming from? So this pussy hole and these pussy holes, they don't exist, man. They don't exist, trust me. Even if you see them on the street today, trust me, I walking duppy that. You know what I'm saying? That's a walking dead man. That ain't even them in that body no more. Put it that way. If you see them walking up and down the road, then you know for sure that they always have demons in them anyway. But that's not them in the body. That's not them. They're nowhere to be found. I'm talking here in the 3D matrix. Yeah? Here in the 3D matrix, physical flesh and blood. If you see them pussios on the road, try know they're not alive. Now that blood. They're not alive. None at all. They're not alive, man. So these people has been coming to me in my dreams, trying to get my attention. You can't get my attention, man. None at all. Where attention goes, energy flows. You can't get my attention. You can't get my attention. But coming back to the point Spirit said, is that my dreams, yeah, are going on. I'm not dreaming. As in, I am dreaming, but I'm consciously awake in the dreams. Now, I'm always awake in my dreams. So when I say I'm awake in my dreams, not awake as in what we know to be awake, but conscious in my dreams enough that if something happens in my dream and I don't like it, I can stop the dream and say, nah, I don't like how that played out. Still, let's rewind and do another scene. You understand me? Or if somebody's chasing me or whatever, I can slow it down and then do something different, or just take myself out of that dream. Or if something's happened and I've woke up, I can put myself in exactly the same place I was in the dream and continue the dream in it. But these didn't just happen. Like, I've had to teach myself to do these things because of years of being fucking tormented in my dreams. You understand where I'm coming from? So being chased and wanting to fly and not being able to fly. You know, I've had to really, really take some time to learn how to fly and do all those things. So, you know, it's been a journey. So I know that I can control my dreams, and I have many different types of dreams. And I know that my dreams will bring me into the reality. So if I'm sleeping and I dream about something bad happening and I'm in that negative energy and I've lowered my frequency, then an entity in my bedroom will automatically come and fuck with me. Yeah, whether it's sent or whether it's just waiting there, I don't know. But it will automatically jump on me and put me into that sleep paralysis state. And then once I've gone into that sleep paralysis state, because they're actually on me in the 4D, I become aware of it in the 3D. So obviously I'm trying to get out of the situation of not being fucking pinned down and energy harvest. So I've gone from dream state to dragged to being in the 3D. So dream state to 4D consciousness attacking me to having to kind of struggle out of it. And you know, you can hardly move when you're in that paralysis state. But me, I've been doing it since I was 12 years of age. So I've got tricks of how to come out of it quick enough that when I come out of it, I can grip them, blood. You can't run from me, blood. Come back. Yeah? Come back. Come, let's do this face to face. Because you love to try and attack me in my fucking sleep. But why don't you come head to head with me? Why don't you come to my fucking yard? You understand me? Why don't you just come into the dream realm? And that when we get into the 3D now, and you're fucking on me, and I've come out of this fucking paralysis that you put me in, why are you always jumping off me? Why are you always running away? And it doesn't matter if it's a human, it don't matter if it's a Draco, it don't matter if it's an alien, it don't matter if it's an entity, it doesn't fucking matter. You all run. Why? And I'm stamping on the bed because I'm so frustrated. Like, why are you fucking with me, but you don't want to fuck with me? Some pussy old business. I can't take a pussy old. If you're gonna run up your fucking mouth and go on with your fucking shit, run up your mouth and back it. And if you said something, hold it. Especially if it's a fucking truth. But that's the thing with these people, they don't talk truth. That's why they fucking run. Because they know they're fucking cowards and liars and fucking thieves. You know, sun's coming up now. I only went to bed. I only literally just put my head down at something to 5 in the morning. And it must be literally just after 5 still. It can't even probably be 6 yet. It's just that I can't look on the phone to bumble clock. So I probably had about 30 minutes of not even sleep, man. And I got a busy day today. Well, you know what? I'm going to, I don't know. They're just telling me allow it. There's stuff going on in the ethers, and I just don't need to be sleeping right now. I'm singing a song in my head, you know. I'm on the stage right now, playing your favorite song. In the crowd, and know it's a phone, and I sing along. You say, no, I say, you look good without no makeup, no eyelash. What is it? No eyelashes, even when you wake up. I don't know, something like that. I love that song. I love the words and what he's actually saying, because I'm calling it in, blab. Nobody. Somebody. It's called Favorite Song, and it literally is my favorite song. Your with gaze to your heart, only if you let me. So beautiful. Some shit's going on, man. Spirit. The thing is, I'm marijuana free. You know what I mean? I love to just, when I'm like this, I like to bun a spliff and just meditate and just, you got, like, settle myself a little bit, you know what I mean? Because sometimes this spiritual shit can make you wobble a little bit. And I'm a serious spiritual person. You get what I'm saying? I'm a qualified. What does it matter if it's qualified? But it's the word qualified, and it, like, I'm an authentic bloodline shaman. Fuck qualified. I'm an authentic bloodline birthright shaman. So I know how to handle certain shit when it comes to spiritualness. This ain't my first rodeo. However, back in 2022, so significant, 22, 20, going into 23. It was 22 still. I was crying. Well, I was talking to my kids, telling them I don't know what the fuck is going on, but this is some next level spiritual stuff. And my son looked at me and said, "Mom, you've always been spiritual. You're going on like it's the first time you've eaten chocolate." And I just burst into tears, and I was like, "Yo, son, it is like the first time I'm eating chocolate. I've been spiritual all my life. I've always had ancestors and ghosts around me. I've always seen ghosts. I've always heard ghosts. I've always seen the past, present, and future. I've always been a psychic medium my whole life, from as far back as I can fucking remember. You understand me? It's not new to me. It's true to me. But this shit from 2020, from me leaving that blood clot, you understand where I'm coming from? Things have just escalated to the point where I've wobbled, man. 2024, last year, I was sectioned under the Mental Health Act, man, because it was really popping off, man. I had, some type of possession, trying to fucking, it's some fucking war, blood. Do you know, some fucking war? But also, shamanically, I was being tested. Can I handle it? Because part of being a shaman is spirits will come into you because they want to communicate through you. They will have you do messages in multiple languages and everything else. You understand me? So they have to, part of it is knowing that you can gain possession of your body, even if something comes in to try and take it away from you. So that's what a lot of it was about. Not just these fuckers trying to think they're winning. Oh, yeah, she's in a madhouse. Take her kids. Do you understand me? What do you mean, take my children? The Almighty already told me that the children are going because he's got business to do with me. He didn't take my children. I brought my children to court and handed them to you, mate. They never got took. And I told my children they were going with you 2 days before we left the fucking house, because Spirit told me 2 days. I told them 1 day before. Spirit said, make sure you let them know what's going on so that they don't feel away about it, and just let them know wagwan, you know what I'm saying, and why it's happening, and that this is what it is and what I need you to do while you're in your father's care. You understand me? But I told the Almighty the only way, because He showed me this from 2021. You know what I mean? I said the only way that could happen, Almighty, is that you're guaranteeing to me that my children are safe. And the Almighty had to show me, put aside the fact that the children are safe, but the Almighty had to show me that these children, these 5 children that I gave vaginal birth to and breastfed until they could eat solids, yeah, that they came through me, not from me, and they are not my blood clot responsibility. They belong to the Almighty. You understand me? And He reassured that what that reassurance was is that I don't need to spend no time worrying about these fucking kids at all. To bomber clot. I don't need to spend no time worrying about no blood clot kids. That's not my job. My job is to carry out direct orders from the Almighty. I'm on mission. Period. Period. And when I say this month I've been tested in the 3D of how much do I really believe in the Almighty. How much do I really believe in the Almighty? Like Jacob, the Almighty have taken everything that I loved and cherished, everything that I thought I was, everybody that I loved and cherished and understood, every family member, every friend, every frenemy, every blood clot soul, even my 5 fucking children, even the 3 that live with me, me no blood clot response for. The Almighty put me in a fucking madhouse by myself to make me understand it is really just me, myself, and I, and the Almighty. And same way you put me in there, said, look, I'm going to show you. If we walked in there, Bab, we walked into the fucking madhouse because the Almighty said, go. Them fucking Masons were talking to me in my consciousness. Oh, yeah, she's going to go in there, she's going to go in there. She won't get out, she won't get out. I said, I won't get out. If I go into the blood clot madhouse, I won't get out. After the Almighty's told me what I want. Fuck you. Fuck you. And watch this. I fucking marched in the fucking madhouse. When I got into the fucking madhouse, I was now on my own. There was spirit, but not like how there was spirit like when I was talking to these fucking entities and divine and warlocks and fucking people in my yard that's on the road. People on the road that are in my fucking yard. Big men and women, you know, my mum and dad's age. My dad's in my house. There's people, and these people are fucking white walkers. They walk in the 4th-D. It's like they can astral project and walk in the 4th-D. Come into this room here in 4th-D energy. Pick up the remote from there. Put the remote over there and go back about their blood clot business. Like they have the ability to move things and do things in the 3D, but you can't fucking see them if you don't have eyes to see and ears to hear. These fucking monkeys, you understand me? These fucking monkeys. I'm in the madhouse, yeah. I'm in the madhouse for 4 weeks, man. It took me 3 weeks to get out of the madhouse, but I already said I'm stopping for another week because this is bed and breakfast, and right about now, I don't know who the fuck my pitney are. Because what I saw in my house, these weren't even my kids, mate. These were some different entities. For example, my older son, he was just my dad. He looks like my dad. He acts like he was acting like my dad. He was talking to me like I'm his mom. Remember when you used to beat me in this room? What are you talking about, son? What are you talking about? You haven't been in this room since you was 4 years of age. We left here in 2000. We moved in when he was 4. And we moved out by the time he was 6. You're a pitney bob blab. What you talking about? You understand? Is the mixing of memories. So for me and him being my son, you could think that he was talking to me, but because I know that's not what happened, and because I know my nan is in me next to me, yeah, catch it. My father is talking to my nan, but because my nan is in me, my father is talking to me, talking to his mom through me, while he's sitting in my blood clot son's avatar. You understand me? Some mad fucking shit, man. Trust me, man. These fucking people, man. These fucking people. So imagine now, all this fucking shit's going on. I've put myself in the madhouse literally because these kids are trying to kill me in the fucking house. I'm jumping different dimensions, having different experiences with these fucking kids. So I've got a dimension where my older son is the evil one. A dimension where my second son is the evil one and he's plotting with my daughter. Yo, it's all going on, you know. I've got another one where my second son has got my older son on fucking drugs. And my older son has got me like a prisoner in this fucking bedroom. And as I'm jumping through these timelines, the real fucking Matrix 3D, I am being held prisoner in this fucking room. My older son is literally not letting me get off the bed to go to the fucking toilet. I'm waking up out of a dimension and the kids are stuffing food in my mouth trying to force feed me. Or the one's on my legs pinning me down, one's on my arms pinning me down. There's Bab, honestly, it's a mad, it's PTSD to blood clot, trust me. PTS blood clot D. Eventually this shit needs to be dealt with properly. You understand where I'm coming from because it's a head fuck. But at the moment, life must go on. So it is what it is at the end of the day, and I accept it, and I love it. I welcome it. It was for me, not to me. It's fine. But in that last week I've been in hospital, cause of how the kids didn't want me to come out of hospital. I'm saying, son, I need you to send an email. No, I'm not doing. You understand? I said, what are you doing? Why are you phoning these people and talking fucking shit to them? Like you're some fucking medic. This is how this man's going on in the fucking assessment. Like they're listening to my 24-year-old son. How can you listen to my 24-year-old son? He's a fucking pitney. You're a blood clot mental health nurse. Why are you taking what you see? When I've come out of a dimension and I can see what's going on in the room, I've had to just pull up my PhD and say, no, not a blood clot. I said, I am doing a PhD in mental health. I've already done the degree. They told me I was too much for the degree, did a master's. I jumped on the master's program. They said, listen, you're too much for the master's program. Go straight to the PhD. I've already got a degree and a master's. Don't get it twisted. It wasn't like I didn't have no qualifications or comprehension. I had comprehension. You understand me? And I was able to prove that. So they jumped me and I went straight into PhD, mental health PhD. So you can't be here. I'm in a mental health institution and you want to listen. You want to override what I'm saying to my son. What's your motherfucking name? Where's your badge? Because I'm not fucking mad. I'm going through something spiritual. I'm very much conscious and aware of what the fuck is going on. What's your fucking badge? That time, this son of mine is at this particular moment in time when I'm asking the nurse for the badge, is embodying my fucking father's energy. It's a mad fucking thing, you fucking wanker, pussy or pedophile, pimp ass nigger, Cecil Victor blood clot Rose. You can't chat to me. You know you can't chat to me. Anyway, I phoned the pussy hole when I was in the hospital. I ain't chat to him for about 2 years, but Spirit was like, my nan was like, phone the pussy hole. I was like, all right, no problem. You want me to phone the pussy hole? I phone the pussy hole. I was like, listen, pussy hole. Yeah, I didn't call him a pussy hole. But did I even call him dad? I don't know I can't remember if I called him dad, to be fair. I can't remember if I called him dad straight away. Because I know what my energy was like. And I was cussing him out on the phone. I told him to get up here now to the madhouse. Get up to the madhouse now. I was going to come and see ya. But your son Cavell told me that I'm not allowed to come. What are you talking about? My son Cavell told you he's not allowed to come. You're telling me that I'm your daughter and I'm in hospital. You believe that I'm in hospital and I'm not well. And you're telling me that my son can tell you that you can't come and see your fucking pitney. Make fucking sense, Cecil. I said, if that's the case, then stay where your blood clot there then. Innit? If that's the case, stay where your blood clot there. You understand where I'm coming from? And go to the pub, because my son was working at his wife's pub. It's not her pub. She's just the manager of the Weatherspoons. So, the railway in Birmingham city centre. I said, if that's the case, then go to the blood clot pub and go and ask my fucking son for permission. And if you can fucking come up here, you pussy hole. What kind of fucking stupid nonsense is that? Because I ain't heard nothing worse. You think anybody can tell me anything about my pitney? You think anybody could tell me anything about... You think anybody could tell me anything about anybody? If I made up my mind to do something, that's what's going on. So why is this fucking pussy trying to trying to gaslight me with some fucking shit? You understand me? And don't get me wrong, I says to him straight, if my son told you that you can't come, you can't fucking come, because Shango don't blood clot play. But bigger than Shango is I. You understand me? I and I. So anyway, he's come to the hospital. He's come to the madhouse, yeah. And but he's come to the madhouse in the last week when I've already because I've had to go for a tribunal at the hospital, and they told me that I didn't even win my tribunal. Imagine. These people told so much lies about me, trying to get a reaction out of me, but because my spirit already showed me what was going on, they told me say less, don't say a word in there, just listen to them. So when they're chatting all this bullshit about me, I'm calm when I'm not on the drugs, and I'm erratical when I'm on the drugs. Then they're on about I'm erratical on the. I'm not taking your fucking drugs. The only time I took their fucking drugs was when the 6 of them was pinning me blood clot down about 3 times. 6 of them pounced on me. It took 6 of them. And I'm talking men and women, in the mental health institution, to pin me blood clot down, to fucking inject fuckery in me. Because I'm a fucking, it took 3 of my picked them to jump on me to pick me down, because I'm little but I'm Taliwa. Don't fuck with me. And they've pinned me down, juke it. And I'm like, really? You're all going to fucking hell for crimes against humanity. You can't pin me blood clot down against my will and try and juke me up. You understand me? I can't believe these people were parents. This is what I'm saying, PTSD. PTSD, because this really happened to me. This really physically happened to me. And I was in that madhouse for 4 weeks. You get what I'm trying to say? 3 weeks against my will and 1 week in my will. So when these tribunal shit's going on, these people are trying to fuck with me. I'm trying to get my kids to do A, B, and C. And my kids ain't want it. I said, come out my blood clot yard then. Come out my blood clot yard. Because I'm in the madhouse ordering fucking shopping from Asda for these fucking pussy old kids in my yard. None of them ain't paying no rent. None of them ain't paying no blood clot bills. And when I'm asking for certain things to be done, standard things like send an email, that nobody can send a fucking email. Are you fucking mad? My kids, my kids who I've breastfed, my kids who I've sacrificed myself for time and time again. Who are these people? Who the fuck are these people and who sent them? If you ever knew, man. If you ever fucking knew. So that last week, now I need to just sit down with spirit, man, because I didn't even know if I was safe in my own house. Let me calm down. I didn't even know if I was safe in my own house. Because the last memory I had with these fuckers were trying to kill me. So in that week, obviously I could leave, come and go when I wanted to, blah, 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 blah. So I went to the house, spent the day there. My house looked like a fucking shithole. You would have thought squatters lived in my yard. Tramps, people on the road lived in my yard. They're fucking nasty. Yo, if you ever know, man. I've never seen my yard look like that in my life. Never. I don't keep my house like that because I'm OCD. You understand where I'm coming from? I got mental health issues when it comes to germs and cleaning and all that kind of thing shit. I've calmed down a lot, but trust me, back in the days, I'd kill a man. You pick up the sponge and you wipe my sides with it. I'd kill a man. You take my dishcloth that I wipe the sides with to wash my dishes. I kill a fucking man. Simple little things like that. I'm ready to kill over. Nah, man. It's been some next level shit, trust me. It's been some next level shit. You won't even believe the countries I've gone to, the things I've had to do. I've been 5-6 hours away drive in the middle of Africa's jungle from my passport, boy. And ancestors are coming through and I'm cussing. I'm beating, licking people down with sticks, cursing at people. It's not me though. It's not me. But they know who they are. They know why it's happening. Because I'll tell you this, yeah. Let me tell you something, truth and fact. You see me? You see, if I've gone on a retreat with someone and someone's cussing me out on a retreat, I'm cussing you back. You see, and I don't know you, and you feel say you want to pick up a stick and lick me, are you mad? You're getting licked down, you're getting kicked down. I don't care who the fuck you are. The things that I have said to people, yeah, the things that have come out my mouth rather, and I have heard myself say to people, I really shouldn't have no head on my shoulders if it was A lie, though. Kill me for a lie, you can't kill me for the truth. Kill me for a lie, you cannot kill me for the truth. None at all. You cannot kill me for the truth. And I'm not in what truth, but the things that I have heard come out my mouth and said to strangers, people I've never ever met before. I don't know you from Adams, but I know you because 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months before I met you, I was already having conversations with you. People don't know the fucking level and extent, how this shit goes. How can they, man? Most of them are just walking dead. A download just come through about this girl on the phone from Jamaica. I don't know, it's like a 50-50. And maybe it depends how I act, partly, because it always does. It's always about you. It's always about me. But the same day I met her is the same day a girl in Africa texts me. And Spirit told me that she's phoning for money, but just carry on with the plating. She's like, how are you? I said, I'm fine, everything's Chris on my side. You get what I'm saying? I hope everything's okay for you too. I hope the divine's taking care of you, because if you're living life good, the way that the 2020 portal after COVID and everything is moving is that karma is becoming instant. So as you start to do good deeds, you're supposed to see those good deeds in your life. And they might not come in the form of money per se, but they will in terms of love, happiness. They can come in an array of different things. But the thing is, you'll see blessings coming in. And if you've been on some focus shit, you'll see instant focus shit happening to you. That's what's going on. I'm tired. I'm telling Spirit that I'm tired physically. And Spirit's telling me, don't worry, you're not tired. But I am tired because I'm yawning. They say you're not tired. They're just moving you into an energy where it feels like you're tired so that you can shut the fuck up and shut down. Which does make sense, because sometimes when I'm too much in my 3D brain, I can try and control a situation. And they don't want me in my 3D brain where I'm going today. They want me in my almost too tired to move. When I'm too tired to move, my body just moves by itself. My body moves by itself anyway. But if I'm awake and aware, I will try to control what my body is controlling, and I have to get myself back out my head in my body, or out my body in my head. I have to stay out my body and be in my head when Spirit's in my body. You understand me? And then when Spirit's not in my body, I have to be in my body and not in my head. Anyway, so they're telling me that I need to not be in my body later. That's why there's only been 40 minutes of sleep. So that later on this evening, not even the morning, it's the evening. It's the evening I'm concerned about. It's the 4-5 o'clock trip. That, but that I'm okay anyway. There's nothing to worry about. It's so gravy. I've set out my clothes already. In fact, I'm going to go down in the restaurant and get some food and just have an early breakfast and just catch through a bit and just sit with myself. And then I'm going to go to the beach for a few hours and just listen to some music on the beach, go in the sea. And then when I come out the sea, I'm going to come back here. And then I'm going to go on that little adventure with a complete stranger that I just met yesterday. I don't know if his wife's coming, but I know that he's going. And I know that I'm going. And his name's Maddie. He's spiritual though. And he was right. Because I went to a graveyard today in a foreign country. Spirit took me there. It was the most peaceful I'd ever felt, to be fair. As soon as I got on the land, I just instantly felt peace. And I just thought, wow, this is really nice. Where am I? I thought it was some kind of temple or some kind of sanctuary, which would have explained the reason why I feel so peaceful. As me look down at Dotty, I seen these headstones, little tiny headstones, only about probably 30 centimeters tall, with little faces on them and all kinds of offering laid out on the grass and everything. And that's what made me realise I was in a funeral. And as I started to walk down, I said, whoa, Both ways. I did take pictures still, so I do have pictures on my phone. Anyway, I sat down, I had a cigarette. I didn't throw my butt down or nothing like that, but I just felt instant peaceness, and I just sat down with myself, and Spirit was like, the only thing I want you to be doing is breathing. That's the only adjective that you need to be concentrating on right now. And it was hard work in itself to breathe. You know what I mean? That breathing can be complicated, you know. You know, if you're not doing any mindfulness breathing, then fair enough, do your thing. But if you're doing mindfulness breathing, then yeah, man. So anyway, that's what I did today. I was doing mindfulness and just felt peace. And then on the way back, even before I got into the graveyard, when I was crossing over the road, one minute there was nobody there, you know, the road was practically empty, one or two scooters coming down it. All of a sudden now I want to cross, because remember, I've been watching the road from a distance because of the road that I'm walking down. I'm walking into a T junction. You understand me? So the road that I'm coming down is straight, and then the road at the bottom cuts across. So I can see the cars and that going for a while before I got down there, and it was pretty straightforward. Even when I got there and was taking pictures, it was empty. The minute I decided to cross, next thing you know, bare traffic on this fucking road in the middle of two rice fields, imagine. And Spirit was like, it's just an illusion, step out. And from I stepped my foot out in front of the first scooter that had slowed down, yeah, because there was traffic in front of it too. And I just decided to step out, and everything just come to a halt and stop same place. And I took 2 steps forward, 2 steps to the right, 2 steps forward. Seeing that the car was coming up, paid no mind to it. Spirit said, carry on, don't stop the flow. And I just carried on across the road into this place, and it happened to be a graveyard. Anyway, again, on the way there, I seen this little shop, and this girl was there, and a boy, and she said hello to me, and I asked her if I could take a picture of her shop, and she said yeah. On the way back, the same girl was there with her mom. So, and I was across the road, so the mom was talking to me about, oh, you're so beautiful, and blah 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 blah, I really like your hair, where are you from? So I was like, England. And she was like, across over the road and come and talk to us. Would you like a water? Would you like a drink? So I said no. You know what I mean? I'm fine, thank you. And then she said, come in, do you want to see our temple? And I was like, well, yeah, actually I do. So she was like, so what I understand is that these people live in compounds. So you can have granddad, grandma, all the brothers and sisters, and then their families living together in these compounds. And every compound has their own temple, but everybody worships Hinduism. So anyway, she's introduced me to her husband, and he speaks good English. So obviously he's taken over the conversation and welcomed me in. She's gone and got me a bottle of water, but I didn't drink it. In fact, the water's downstairs in the fridge. And because I can't see the PhD balance on it or nothing like that. And yeah, we've just proceeded to have this conversation, and it's gone into like his brother is the like the high priest of the family, but not only is he the chosen person in the family, he's also a priest outside at one of the temples not far from where they live. So I said, you know, how does somebody become the priest or the holy man in your family? And they said, well, you can't just choose yourself, you know, it's not like that. A witch, he said, you know what a witch is? And I said, well, yeah. And he said, well, a witch from the village will come, and they get the message, they feel the energies, but get the ultimate message from the divine. And it's a divine that selects the member of the family, because not everybody can do it, he said. You understand me? It's not about who's the cleverest or who's the richest. It's who's pure of heart, you know, who's pure of heart. And that's true. And that's why I'm chosen in my family, because I am pure of heart. I don't go around wishing bad things on people or say bad things, because that's what Spirit has shown me. Spirit has shown me that they're condemned. Spirit has shown me that they're in hell. Spirit has shown me that they're liars, thieves, and fucking adulterers. Because Spirit has told me that. But I wouldn't necessarily go around and be bad-minded and wishing bad things on people. You're doing good and I want to wish on your downfall. You've got a new man and I want to take him away. Like, fuck all of that, blood. That's not even in my vocabulary. I don't understand that language. And I don't understand it because, one, I understand the laws of karma. And what you put out is what you get. You earn a man because you teethed him off somebody else. Try no, somebody will come along and teeth that man off you. You go out there and you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword, basically. You live by the gun, you're gonna die by the gun. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So I try and live good, so good follows me all the days of my blood clot life. I don't go out my way to hurt people. I don't go out my way to harm people. I go out my way to love people. I go out my way to cherish people. I was just talking to myself today that I need Spirit was talking to me and I was talking to myself about I'm too good, man. I'm too nice. I need to just back off a little bit because I'm nice till I'm too sickly sometimes. Something can be sweet till it's sickly. And I think I've been living a very sickly, pick me kind of sickly way. But I know that's not true also 100% because I also know it's my nature. Because when I was at the airport the other day, there was a black woman trying to get her coat off as she sat in the wheelchair. And all I wanted to do was go over to her and take off her, to help her and get her set. And Spirit was like, no, you can't just touch every and anybody. You can't just rush to deal with anybody. And I've told you, I've done all these things my whole life. It's been raining. I'm driving down the street. I see a mum with her pitting them. Listen, where you going? Jump in. They're not even going my way. Jump in. Let me take you home, man. I can't see kids walking in the fucking rain. No bloody way, man. Homeless, man. Whatever it is, man. I know where my heart is. And obviously, because I've been in education for years teaching, I come across thousands of people. I've worked with thousands of people. I've supported thousands of people. I know what I'm talking about. It's not today and tomorrow. Oh, shit. See, I'm going with these people. Old man. So I guess I'm preparing for it. Everything is preparation. Even when I pick my nose, it's preparation. That's what Spirit makes me know. I could pop, it's preparation. I could blink, it's preparation. Scratch my arm, it's for a reason. I should say rather than preparation. Okay. They're telling me to shut it down now.